Hello, hello.
Hey, hey, hey. We're back. Let's see if Ben's actually here.
Here mentally.
Oh, yes, I hear you in the stream. Say more things.
Say more things.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay,
We should have
let's
finished this game by now and moved on to something
let's do that.
else. I would love to finish this game. Alright, gotta find a mischievous cat.
I feel like you don't need to do any more side quests. Like, I feel like you'll probably be strong enough to fight the boss without it, since this game is pretty easy regardless.
Hmm. Might have a point.
Just to get this shit over with. Bing bong, bing bing bong.
So I pre-ordered Crisis Core.
Crisis Core. Oh
Final
shit.
Fantasy.
So that's the literal part 2, right? It's not like an in-between?
No, I think it's like a tangential plot line.
Oh! Oh, it is.
Yeah, because I think it follows, what's his name? Zach.
Zach? Oh. There was a movie called Crisis Core, wasn't there? It was that anime movie, or like CG movie, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching it with you, I think, and I don't remember what happens, but I remember the fight scenes were awesome.
But the plot line of that, I think, well, I'm not sure. I know it's it did come out for like PSP.
Crisis Core?
Yeah. So I think this is supposed to be like a. I don't think it's a.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if they did any remasters to it or anything like that. I actually don't know very much about it at all, other than like it was.
You're just like, I'm getting this.
I was always curious about it for when it was on PSP, but I never had a PSP and I never got one.
Yeah. Never decided to get one, huh? I never did either. They looked cool. My roommates had one at one point, but I'm like, I kind of don't care. I didn't care at the time because it's like, it looks good, but it's too small. Anyway, you're saying that the one that you pre-ordered is just the remake of that game on PSP?
No. So it's not for PSP. It's for PS5.
No, I know the remake that you just pre-ordered is for PS5. I mean, that's what I'm asking. Is it a remake of the PSP game?
Well, with like new graphics and things like that, so it's like totally redone. But I don't know.
But it's the same.
Like plot-wise, I have no idea if they changed anything. Honestly, it's probably something I should have read. But since I didn't play the PSP one, it's like, what difference does it make to me? I don't know it either way.
Right. Well, maybe it would make a difference, though, because, like, you've played the original Final Fantasy VII, and the remake is clearly, there's differences there, and, I mean, you don't have to have played the first one to notice it, but I think it's kind of made for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing it a little bit more, too, the remake. Since I got a little bit stuck in God of War.
Oh, nice. Where are you at now?
I'm in one of those sections that you're just going around doing tasks for people.
Oh.
And it's right after the plate dropped.
Oh, okay.
How much more plot is left at that point?
I think you're off to Sigma headquarters shortly, and that's
Yes.
it's kind of like the last bit.
Oh, really?
Like, you do stuff in the Sigma headquarters, or no, not Shinra headquarters.
Sigma.
F's thinking about work. And,
Oh, I thought you were thinking about Mega Man.
That's better. And then that's really the last part. Like, you kind of get through that and...
Well, that kind of sucks.
On to the end.
Like, I don't feel like I've been playing the plot for that long. Is there a bunch of stuff to do afterwards to, like, you know, just make the game a little longer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
that's good.
I had some 100-odd hours in it. So you're definitely doing kind of the same shit over and over. Like, because you're really just confined to the areas that you're in.
Yeah.
But there is a ton of stuff.
Well, that's good.
Found the cat.
Stuff. Gotcha. It's kind of disappointing because, like, I only have Shiva and the fat chocobo and the other chocobo summons.
Hmm.
So I'm like,
You can get...
Hearing that I'm so close.
You can get more, right? It's in that VR room thing. Is that accessible to you yet? Maybe not.
Well, I have
Maybe
to do.
that's a Shinra thing.
I have to do more of those battle intel tasks before I have a couple more to do. And it's all stuff that eventually will happen at some point anyway, because it's do the reflex, something like that, limit break. I have to do that twice, and then also unlock another weapon skill, I think, before I get another piece of materia. But yeah, there's VR battles to like, for like, I had to fight Shiva, but that was pretty early on in the game. But I haven't had to do other ones besides, you know, the chocobos. But like, I'm waiting for, like, you know, obviously Ifrit and some of the other ones, hopefully. Did you play the Yuffie part?
Yep.
Intermission? Cool.
That was good.
Yeah. Ouch. What you been up to this last week or so? Did you do anything fun?
What has been fun? I've been working on some car stuff.
Yeah.
That was somewhat impromptu. One was, like, helping my buddy with some stuff he wanted to install in this car. That was pretty easy. But then the Mercedes ABS and traction control computer decided to crap out.
Oh no!
That's not bad.
Did you get new ones, or were you able to fix the current one?
Gonna try to get it sent in to get repaired. Mercedes considers it a non-serviceable part, so you have to get a new one, but they can be kind of pricey. Like, a brand new one could be anywhere from like 1,000 to 2,000
for a computer.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like this little tiny thing. Like, it basically fits in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, it's got to be just a chip, right? Or a little contraption with a chip in it.
Yeah.
A couple chips.
Yeah, so I pulled it out today, and I'll try see if I can get it sent in tomorrow, Tuesday.
Do they have a good turnaround rate on stuff like that?
It claims it's like 2 to 3 days, and it's someplace in Canada that does it. So I think it'll probably take a little while to ship.
Well, it's pretty good, I suppose. Only gotta do it. Take a couple of days to be worked on. Reasonable.
But yeah, in the meantime, the car will just sit there.
Yeah.
You can still drive it.
You've
it's
got
just traction
wheel.
control doesn't work, ABS doesn't work, and power steering doesn't work. So the car is very angry.
I'm going straight, and I don't want to turn.
Furious.
Block. Kill it. Yeah. Oh, on PS and the PlayStation Network Essentials package. I don't know if that's the one that you have too. But they gave me and it was along with the God of War stuff that I was able to claim as in my library. The Final Fantasy 14, the last one to come out, one with the car.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I have like the Royal Edition or whatever the hell it's called. That's like odd to me because like Final Fantasy games are notoriously expensive, and it's just like, here you go. But then again, God of War is a AAA game too. No, I'm still going through God of War, and I don't want to start another Final Fantasy game while I'm still playing 7 Remake. But I assume I will be playing it after I'm done with the 7 Remake, since it's there, and I mean, yeah, it's there.
So I think this is the part that we need to get past.
Yes, roadblock.
I think is the fire room. I assume, because that thing's red.
That's your Vera suit.
Yeah.
You haven't played any of the God of War games much, have you?
Not really. I've played like the first one, maybe the second one, and like that was it. But I don't know. So it's really similar things to like what happened with Assassin's Creed, where like I played it, then like something happened, or I took a short break, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on in the series anymore. That was like a major factor why I lost interest in it.
Right.
And then it's like more and more games came out because it's obviously super popular. So
yeah,
like, okay,
you
now
felt like left in the dust.
5 games. I'm like, I'll never catch up. Go on without me.
I feel that pretty good because like I don't think I played 3, and then I was like, I didn't even finish 2. I thought that they looked cool. They're basically just hacking slash games with the Roman gods.
Well, so in the first one, I loved the dynamic of like how you fight the bosses and like the interactiveness of it.
Oh, like the quick time event stuff. Yeah.
I don't know how much
stuff like that in the new game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically
if you have to play them in sequence, or does it matter?
The new ones or the old ones?
All of them, sure.
Oh, well, it feels like from going from like 1 to 2, I remember it well enough to be like, it didn't matter a whole lot because it kind of fills you in on what's going on at the beginning of the game. And well, yeah, like if you played the first one, you kind of remember that like Kratos like kills Zeus or something like that, right? And then all the gods are against him and blah blah blah, and he gets all these powers and shit. And then the rest of the games are just like another, reason to go fight everyone. I don't think they really get more in depth from 2 to 3. But this new one seems to be a lot more story driven, and like really cool narrative so far. It doesn't. It's kind of shrouded in mystery, it seems like. So, because like I don't really know what happens at the end of the last game of the third game, that is. But I don't think that it winds up with him, like settling down with a girl and like having a kid.
Yeah, because really this one you play as a son, right? Or like you can?
No, you play as Kratos the entire time. You and your son are trekking up the mountain to lay your wife / mother's ashes to rest. Because you don't even know what happened at the beginning of the game. I still don't even know what happened to her, or like any of their family life before what's going on. It seems like Kratos has been not telling his kid that he's, of the gods, because he meets someone later who's like, "You haven't said a thing about this, have you?" And he's like, "Shut up." So it seems like there's it's just a kind of like a waiting game till the Norse gods, because they're in Norse land. So the local gods there are going to start, like fucking with Kratos, and at that point, obviously, he's going to have to tell his kid what is up, with him and why he's so damn strong, this and that. But it seems like it's an entirely new
Wasn't there a game
plotline
in between though? Like, how many are there? I thought this was like the 5th one, the 4th one.
I think. Well, the newest one to come out, I think, is the 5th one.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, and then the remake, or the reboot, I should say, which is the one that I'm playing right now, is just called God of War. And then the sequel to that, God of War Ragnarok, is what just came out. And it's the continuation of what happened in the game that I'm playing. Like, your kid's a little bit older, and I guess they're still probably fighting the Norse gods, Ragnarok. So, yeah. It feels like, Kratos did his Greek god stuff when he was younger. He's a lot older in this one. They talk about how he's getting older and stuff like that. And, you'll anger the gods of this realm. It's really hard. But yeah, there are quick time event things. Like when you get the boss down to the end of his life, usually you'll hit R3 and do some finishing move. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
But like how like in the very first game you're fighting that giant statue and stuff. So there was a lot more quick time events where you have to like climb up it and sock it in the eyeball or something like
Yep.
So far, I haven't had to fight any like really giant things. Some like stone giants and stuff, but that's a little bit more standard. But there's also every normal enemy has a stagger gauge. If you're able to fill that up instead of killing its life, you'll be able to hit R3 and tear it apart with your hands. So there's that kind of stuff. It kind of reminds me of the new Doom games where you can rip apart a staggered enemy. And it's cool. The combat is pretty in depth. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's definitely really hard, honestly. But the kid gives you good assist stuff, and if you utilize all your shit well, you'll be able to do it.
More reason to play it. Yeah, I'd be interested in checking it out again.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna play any of them, you should start with the one that I'm playing now because it's a fresh start to everything, and it kind of like you definitely don't have to have played the first games at all.
Okay. I still have been wanting to replay Assassin's Creed. Like, I know, kind of talked about that the last time we streamed. And I looked up a few more things on it, and I was like, okay, now I understand how the different games are connected.
Are they really connected anymore, though? Or I thought the plotline kind of like fell apart.
No, it like apparently does sort of attempt to follow a plotline.
But they did fall away from using that. Dimitri was his name? I forget. Damien?
I think he's dead.
Oh.
But there are other people. And, like, he becomes... I think he's only in there for, like, the first two? And then the third one you play as someone else. Like, someone else goes into the Animus.
Huh. In the one that I was playing last, the Origins one, when you're in Egypt, you are some girl. I forget her name, but some girl descendant of this warrior dude. He's like a guard of the temple or something like that. I forget. Have you seen the Orville?
That TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's really good. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I just started watching it. I just started watching it. I'm on like the season, I mean not season, but episode 4, I think. That's the last one I watched. It's really good so far. And it's like, well, you know that episode with the biome within the ship, like a bunch of farmers and like religious zealots.
Oh yeah.
That episode, it's a straight up Star Trek episode.
Yep.
Like, I don't think they copied anything. They just, that is the format for a Star Trek episode, and they did it really well. They did it really well.
No, I think if you're definitely a Star Trek fan, like, you should like this show.
Yeah.
It takes like a certain sense of humor, so if you can have a good time, then like I think
it's really off-putting at first. It was for me that they're all like talking normal. Instead of, like proper Starfleet type jargon. They're all just, like gossiping on the bridge and joking with each other the entire time, talking like normal people. You start watching anything new?
Been looking for some new shows though.
Did you watch the new Dragon Ball Z movie? Or Dragon Ball Super, whatever.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Superhero.
I forgot about that thing.
I haven't watched it either, but I kind of almost want to because it's like it focuses on Piccolo, and he hasn't gotten a focus in a long time.
Do you know if it's streaming on anything?
Nope, but I can find out. Amazon Prime, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, and more.
Oh, so it's you can just like rent it, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's free on Amazon Prime. Probably not. It's not here on Amazon. I'm not seeing. Maybe it's not out yet. It was released a couple months ago.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a lie then. It's not on. It's not on Amazon.
Oh my god.
You say what?
Got some rune fragment for something, and then an ice rune.
Oh. Might have found a seedy copy of it.
Okay, so I have like 100% of this thing.
Alright. Oh, okay. Well, it's still in theaters right now is what's going on, so it's not streaming yet.
Really? It's been in theaters for months.
So, okay, maybe that's not current, but it's still not. It's on. Okay, this was October that it. Actually, that wasn't very long ago. So October 22nd. This reply says there are currently no platforms that have the rights to watch Dragon Ball's superhero movie online. And PAA has decided to air the movie only in theaters because it has been a huge success.
Wow.
The studio, on the other hand, does not wish to divert revenue.
You must be killing it.
I guess. Well, they're saying that it eventually will come to streaming, of course.
Oh.
It's just kind of like stuck in limbo right now, I guess.
But even if it was available on, like somewhere just to rent, I'd do that.
Oh, it doesn't look like it is. Stream, rents, anything. I mean, I don't even know if you can buy the DVD or anything.
Yeah.
But it does look like there's some ways of getting it. Take a look. Did you see the new Batman movie yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you should.
I think I had it on in the background while I was working, but there was too much stuff going on, so I'm like,
that's not good enough.
What's happening? So I need to properly watch it.
You should, yeah, watch it for real, because like I feel like if you had never seen the '89 Batman, the Tim Burton one, you'd be like, this is the best Batman movie ever.
Oh.
And even if you have, like, it's kind of like, it's one of those cases of like, which do you like better versus which is technically better. Because like I feel like this is probably the best Batman movie that there is. But I like Tim Burton's better, of course, because it's just more nostalgic for me. But I like the direction that it has gone in more than the last trilogy. It's like it's dark like Tim Burton, but it's in its own way, in a less goofy way. And also it's like more detective-y.
That's what I heard, yeah.
And he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, so I mean, we might as well get eventually some actual detective work in there. Like, there's a lot of scenes of him hanging out with Gordon, and they're like figuring stuff out.
Okay.
The dude who plays Lieutenant Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, I think it's Lieutenant still in this one. Yeah, because he's a lot younger. He's a good Gordon.
A good Gordon.
He's a good Gordon. The Riddler was a little bit like, so-so. I wish they would have done a little better with him, but not real any like massive complaints. It was still a good villain. And Penguin's there too.
Yep.
Get him! Yeah, we handled that. Sweet. Bonk. Nope.
I'm
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
That's all she's got.
I like, even though how he's a male giraffe. Not giraffe, kangaroo. He's still got a pouch, like a cloth pouch.
Pretty cool.
I mean, it's kind of like a dude wearing fake boobs, though.
But I mean, for him, it's basically like a fanny pack.
Yeah, this is true, but it just is an odd thing.
He
Why
even
not just
has
wear
like
a backpack?
I don't know what he's got on there. He's got like a cod piece on there. Like
He's got some stuff going on down there.
yeah, it's calling attention to it.
Drink it in.
Broccoli.
Yay. Quit.
Yeah, so that traction control module, apparently it's a very common failure point. So as soon as I was able to actually figure out that that's the thing that was causing problems, you Google it, it's like, oh, okay. 90+% chance that that's the problem. Which sucks.
That does suck. How old is that module?
Well, so in my case, it's over 12 years old.
Hey.
It's like hard to be mad at it, I guess.
You bastard!
Because a lot of the people on the forums and stuff that have had this issue, they were kind of like 20,000, 30,000 miles. And it's even spanning into like relatively modern-ish Mercedes, like people with ones from like 2018, like had this problem. Like, oh,
I would not be happy about that.
The reason for the failure is kind of inexcusable. Like I think it's just a poorly manufactured part, and where it lives in the engine bay, it's right next to the motor, so it's pretty hot, and that apparently what fails inside is the actual like solder.
Oh. Yeah, so it's too hot. And crappy solder. Probably probably lead free.
So I'm like, I mean, I can understand a part failing, like if it's just heat soaked, and that's what causes problems. But
Don't put it there then.
yeah, don't put it there, or shield it with something, or design it like if you know it's like, hey, this thing's gonna get super hot. Design it better.
Do better. Woo woo. You can do it. Yes. No! Oh, it's all gone.
Oh, jeez.
Rocked you. Yeah. Yeah. Can you do another jump up there?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy. Push the button really hard. Fuck are you?
Still like,
Oh no. You fucked up.
try again.
Come on, CJ and crew. You gotta do it again.
Don't. Well, I mean, I swear I wouldn't double jump.
You bastard. You must have waited just like the tiniest bit too long. Oh no!
I wonder if you could switch back to CJ for the like little pickaxe move.
It looked like you might have been able to.
Let me try that.
You were also able to just do that jump without it.
Wait, I was?
Yeah. There was like in that when you go into the other screen, there was 2 of those jumps, and then the third one that is the one that you screwed up on the time before last. I think. Yeah, so there's this one. And then another one, and then the third one that you screwed up on.
Things.
Do it again.
I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't know what it's doing.
Oh, I mean, I believe you, but I think what happened was that you stepped over the edge.
I think so.
and then you immediately double jumped, so you wasted the jump. Damn it. Wouldn't jumping from there be easier? Oh, there's a whole other level here. Oh boy. Nice. Well, ice unicorns or Pegasus things. Running start.
Oh, I wanna... It's down there. Because there's 2 of them. There's like that floating thing, which maybe might not be too much danger.
Ah! Yes. Oh, great. Well, there's a treasure chest at least. Not all for naught.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully it's a thing for this. Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure that Raku's boss.
No.
Okay. He's angry. Yeah, fuck off, Wampa. Have you watched any of that new Rings of Power?
Oh yeah.
Show?
Yeah, I watched the
entire
first season. I like it.
Oh shit, you liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is it about? I mean, I know it's Middle Earth stuff, but I don't know what's going
on. So it basically takes place like whatever 2,000-3,000 years before Lord of the Rings, the books.
Oh.
So it's like how.
So it's like
Sauron sort of came to be.
So it's like the first age or the second age?
Sure.
I'm sure they mention it if it's that long ago. Because in the Lord of the Rings are in the third age of Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good point. Yeah. But I don't know if you would particularly like it because like I know you're definitely a diehard fan.
I'm very diehard at this point. I mean, I feel like it's been fucked with enough. It's like, okay, just if it's good, I'll like it.
Okay.
Because I mean, I don't know how much of the show is just more shit from the Silmarillion, which it feels like it probably is. As long as it doesn't make up a fuckload of stuff up on its own, there's enough lore there, I think, of Tolkien's original stuff to just go on that.
Yeah, see, that part I'm not entirely sure about, because I never read those extra books that he had.
Yeah, I never did either. They're too hard to get through. They're boring as fuck. Honestly, even Lord of the Rings is kind of boring at first. Complete the loop.
Yay. Okay, lava ruins. That's fiery. Probably where we get the fire thing. Interesting music. Magma.
What? Yeah, man, but it's a dry heat. Is magma wet or dry? It is a liquid.
It's liquid. Molten
so does that mean it's
rock.
Wet?
Yeah, it's wet.
Does it mean it's wet?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Hashtag high thoughts.
Is magma wet? Things better left to philosophers. Okay.
Yeah, flame fucker.
Oh, and we can't switch them out.
Oh, you're debuff.
What is that? Oh.
Ow.
It's death. That's what it is. Out of there.
Ow.
It hurts them too.
Fight fire with fire.
Seems to work here. Oh, jeez.
Ow.
It burns us! No. Like, why can't I switch?
So I gotta use the bathroom. This music seems like it's not done.
Mm-mm.
They have like the beginning of a song and then they just stopped. Like the background of a song.
Shoulders.
Right. Remember the weird kangaroo people in Tank Girl?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ice Cube is one of, or not Ice Cube. I'm sorry, Ice T
Ice-T.
is one of them. Yeah. Have you heard his metal band?
No.
It's dude. They do a cover of "Rain in Blood" by Slayer, and it's really good.
What?
Ice T screaming out "Rain in Blood."
Alright, I have to
Yeah,
check this out.
the band is called Body Count. I definitely check it out. It's really good. The humongous lens.
don't blow up in it.
Flash kick.
Come down here.
Good dang old fire bugs.
Is the thing? Oh, there's a thing over there. Is it?
Are you trying to freeze the fire?
I don't know if you could, like, if it's like a platform you could land on.
Right. Can't do the pickaxe thing to get up there.
Did you like it? Fall down.
Why aren't you able to hook on with your pickaxe?
It wouldn't do it. But let's see.
But
Maybe
it looks like it should.
Maybe I destroyed something that I wasn't supposed to.
Oh.
Also, this is too high as well. You can't move this, can you?
Maybe with the big guy? Yeah. You're a kangaroo, you should be able to jump higher than everyone. Fucker. Ah. If you jump down on it.
Can't make it there. Can you push this?
Can't break those boxes?
Can.
I mean, yeah. It doesn't seem like it's going to help you, though.
Same as
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's just double check it. Resets it.
But yeah, I guess you were trying to check, but so there doesn't seem to be a way to like freeze the fireball thing, like turn it into a platform.
Okay. So I might have actually destroyed some stuff that I. Because see, the boxes don't come back.
Oh.
So I do think I'd have to probably.
Maybe that's not the key to it then.
I don't know. Seems like it definitely played an important role. But there's just one room there, so that's just like treasures and stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet if you fast traveled away and then came back, those boxes would be back.
Should we try it?
If you wanted to. It's bugging you. Maybe it's a thing that you can't get yet because of items or abilities.
Right. I don't know if we have to leave this place.
I love how it goes from ice to fire immediately.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Alright, we'll forget it for now.
That must mean that there's something that you get later on, maybe a triple jump, or maybe the ability to freeze those fireballs or something.
Or we didn't leave far enough.
You think? Just leaving the room should be far enough.
Let's see what else this place holds. This looks boss-ish.
I'm feeling like a boss fight too. My spider senses are tingling.
Oh. Get him.
That fucking girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a little while. The Honorable Adventure Girl.
What?
I ain't telling. It's almost about to get thrown in the lava. Of course. By the way, this is the boss room. I'm the boss. Hi. Ugh.
I want to get out of the corner. Thank you.
He's wrecking you. You say the max level in the remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake, is 50?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because I'm only at like 27 or something like that, so I still have a ways to go in leveling. I wonder if Crisis Core will have anything to do with your save file for Remake.
Not that I saw, but I didn't do too much reading.
Just a good idea to get out of this damn place. A lot of sulfur in the air. Although if you keep looking, maybe you'll find the Atma weapon. Hooray!
Yay.
Well done. Okay. Only 7 more quests.
Fire Yeti. I didn't need to.
Run! Christ. Natural or born one.
Monster killer? What?
Yeah, you wrecked him. Tekken tag, motherfucker. Oh. Explosion? Yep. Nice.
Oh.
You going to your parents for Christmas?
Actually, probably down to LA to my sister's, and
Okay.
my parents will be there too.
Okay.
What do you have planned?
I guess yeah, that's where the new baby is, right? So. What?
What do you have planned?
Oh, I'm gonna go to El Paso.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh.
It was just like holding it the whole time. Alright.
I suddenly want to play Iron Sword
Oh,
on NES.
yeah.
That game is hard as fuck. I like the music for it.
I haven't played it in a long time. What made you think of it?
This level
Oh.
reminds me of the first level. The first level is the mountain that you're climbing all over, and it's got like bits of it on fire and such. It's a game I wouldn't mind streaming a little bit, but I know I wouldn't be able to beat it, or at least I wouldn't expect to, because I've tried before in the past, and I'm just like, this is just too fucking hard. It defeated me. But since then, I have beaten Ghosts and Goblins, so maybe I have more.
That is pretty crazy.
More power.
Like once or twice?
You mean both loops?
Uh-huh.
I've done both loops twice now, I think.
Hmm.
So I've legit beat the game twice now. And then with Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo, I beat the first loop, and then I think I used a warp to warp to the end of the second loop so that I could see what the ending was. Because it was just the second loop requires you to get this weapon, and I think you have to play like most of the game with this weapon. That it's like the only weapon that will defeat the end boss. So if you don't use it, you don't have it at the end, you don't beat the game. You like
Wait,
just get the shitty ending or something like that.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. And this weapon sucks ass. It's got like no range. It's got like no power, and you can't switch to another weapon because you just won't have the necessary things to beat the game. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I could be wrong about the power thing. I think it actually does have a good amount of power, but the range is terrible. There's some major drawback to it. But that's also kind of how it is in the first game. We have to use the shield to beat the game, and that is annoying. But it's made in a way that you only have to really deal with that thing on the last level. No! No!
He's so angry.
He's very angry. Fire mad. Ah!
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
I think we can hit that back with
Fire guts. Yeah, Guru. I know, I'll jump right into his face. He'll never suspect it.
Oh no.
Whoa. Nice.
What? That's it?
Yeah, he didn't get much beat him up time, although that hit was pretty hard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go.
That's like it.
Decent. Start swinging wildly.
What's that?
Start swinging wildly.
When in doubt.
Mash the button.
Oh.
Random shit go. Oh god.
Ugh.
Jeez, getting you every time. Get him! Unleash hell! Eh.
Not pretty, but it works.
You're supposed to be like, I could do this all day. Yeah, I'm done with this plot too. Give you the thing and get out of here. Uh-oh. I'll take care of this.
Just one shots it.
Aha! Sailor Moon is tough.
Yeah. I don't think there's anywhere you're safe if you're in the volcano while it's erupting. Ash cloud's gonna block out the sun for months.
Yep. Say hello to the new Pompeii. It's like right there. A bird lady named Squash. Okay. Is it a lady?
I don't know.
Kind of dressed a little manly though. Usually ladies don't wear monocles. I don't think, although I don't see why they wouldn't. It's a corrective lens. Oh, there's gonna be a Hot Springs episode. A random dude named Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like a random, like, normal person. Usually Shiva is a kind of a reserved for a character of significance. Like, that guy's name should be CJ.
Going on
Dang old little girl. More than what? More human than human? Time for more music. Leave it to me. Yeah.
Yay!
Do your Quest, I mean not Quest, I'm sorry, your AirPod Pros, but you have the first gen, right? Do they have that spatial audio feature?
I'm not sure. They might not.
It's this feature that, like, if you turn it on and you have it, like, say on your laptop, if you turn your head, the audio will, like, direct it, like if you were still, like if you weren't wearing headphones, basically.
I'm not sure.
It pans from left and right audio, left to right channel to, you know, reflect its location in the room to you.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to check, but I suspect they don't.
It's pretty nifty. I didn't realize it was on at first, and then I'm like, why is it only coming out of one ear right now? Oh, it's only like when I turn my head. What's going on here? Oh, it's because it thinks that I'm not in front of my laptop where the sound should be coming from. Makes sense. Progress.
Yes. Kiki.
Have you been looking at stocks? It looks like maybe the tech industry finally bottomed out.
I hope so.
Might be going back up, hopefully. Is that what you think?
I hope so.
Certainly.
Like it's definitely been a struggle looking at like what's been happening.
Mm-hmm. But like, Tesla's been going up this week. What else we got here? Google's been going up this week and this month. Which is good.
Yeah, like
even
looking
Meta's
at it,
going back up.
Oh, okay. But I guess looking at it from like over a couple months trend, like let's see if they actually does something meaningful, rather than going up a bit for a week and then just tanking.
Right, but like for some of them, like especially Roku, if you look at it like for the whole year, you can see the trend is starting to stop decrease. It's like bottoming out.
It's kind of bottomed out, yeah.
Yeah, like, and hopefully that means it'll go back up. It's gone up 31% in the last month. That's good. I have a really hard time thinking that they're gonna actually make this into a trilogy. Like, who is this for?
If the second one is like this is a painful game.
Yeah, it's boring and like derivative. Okay. How can we lie? Apple a day, die anyway.
Pretty sure that's how it goes.
It's true. I'll do anything for the stamps. Means you look like shit, Karoo.
Boy.
What happened? I missed it.
She was like, I'm looking for my husband. And then CJ's like, actually, your husband sent us to find you or something.
Oh. So I've got the next 2 Sundays off, so we can definitely stream again.
Excellent.
Raw. We could probably even stream on Christmas if you wanted to. I'll have my laptop with me.
I'll probably be in LA though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So, maybe I just stream on my own.
Yes.
My mom's house. Yeah, actually, that's probably a bad idea because her house is incredibly echoey. You could like literally hear a pin drop from any room in the house.
Oh my god, why?
It's she's got like high roofs and or ceilings. I mean, whatever. Yeah, both.
Both.
She's got high ceilings but low roofs. And it's all tile, and like she doesn't have like a whole bunch of stuff on the walls, so it's super echoey.
Stop talking about eggs.
I got some eggs I need to use before they go bad. Now that I think of it. What kind of hot sauce do you usually use nowadays?
Ooh, I have so many. I'll have to send you pictures.
Oh yeah, oh nice. Yeah, let me know because I've got a bit of an array as well.
Like, I think at least a dozen.
Yeah, shit, that's more than me. I'm usually going for like habanero or higher.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of my lowest chili pepper, I suppose. I'll do like jalapeno based ones, but only just because they're tasty.
I have a couple of like ghost pepper based ones, and those are actually really good and edible. Like you can put it in stuff and it doesn't destroy it.
I've got some ghost pepper infused salt that works really well and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Got a stamp for finding that dude's wife. Alright.
Like you could put it in like on meat or like your mashed potatoes or something. Anything you put salt in. And it's like I mean it's not anywhere near like eating a ghost pepper, but it has ghost pepper flavor. It's like if you were eating those Pocky ghost pepper chips.
Okay.
Not the one chip challenge, but like the bag. You know, have you had those?
Yep.
Yeah, the black and white bag. Kind of like that.
Okay, so those are definitely edible.
Yeah, they're very hot, but they are edible. They won't kill you. One time when I was on the road, I bought one of those freezer Marie Calendar pot pies. Those sad little bachelor dinners.
Yes.
And I also had a bag of those chips. And I realized after I got back to my hotel room that I forgot to get a fork. Or I didn't have one or anything, so I ended up
the chips.
I used the whole bag of chips as like scooping device for the pot pie. And
perfect.
goddamn, well, I mean, normally those chips are a bit too much even for me. Like I can only eat like 2 or 3 or a handful or something before I'm like, oh god, I'm good for a minute. But I was really hungry because that's the only thing I had like for the day. So I shoved it all down. Paid the price in the morning.
Oh god. Ugh, listen to complaints of residents?
No. Sounds so entertaining. Oh, did you check out that app that I told you about? The YouTube, like, free YouTube premium, basically?
Oh, yeah.
It works pretty good.
Uh-huh.
I haven't used it for, because I don't use Twitch or anything else on my phone, but it works for a variety of websites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's handy for me because, like, a lot of times I fall asleep to YouTube playing, and I don't necessarily need the video on. I'm just listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. And also, like, when I take showers, I usually have something on YouTube going too. Also, not needed to watch.
Just listening to stuff.
Yeah. Bianca. Legendary salmon.
Just do anything for stamps.
It's like you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but stamps.
Cuckoo for stamps.
What are you, Squash? Anything going on with your other cars?
Mm-mm. All working correctly.
That's boring.
Well, yes and no. Depends if something expensive breaks.
Right.
And if the tech stocks are hopefully on their way back, might have some extra money for more fun.
Indeed.
Such as buying more cars.
Hey. I think first you need to buy space for more cars.
That's buying a warehouse.
Wouldn't that be cool? You have your own fucking GTA setup. Ayumaru.
Woo. Got the eggs.
Yay.
Come back here.
Go. Alert. So with the steering wheel thing you got, like, so I know in actual drifting you counter steer to like engage it, but that's not how you do that in most driving video games. You pump the gas or maybe hit the brake or something to start it, and you don't have to counter steer. How does it work with when you play it with the wheel? Is it weird for you?
No.
Since you know how to actually drift?
It seems intuitive.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
So it actually feels more of how I feel it should be done in an actual car when you're using the steering wheel.
But it doesn't. But like, if you were to do that same stuff on a controller, it wouldn't work right. I feel like. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, I actually don't know how you do it on a controller.
Like, so like specifically for like Need for Speed, when you going around the curve to and you want to drift, all you have to do is pump the gas, and you don't have to counter steer. You steer into the curve, and you kind of like counter steer a little bit to like to make sure you don't go too far, but it's not like you jerk the wheel across the back, you go all the way around,
Right,
like you do in a real drift.
So Need for Speed probably
I wonder how that
the best comparison, because I don't think that game would have too realistic of like driving dynamics.
Not really. Doesn't seem like it does. So you're saying in like a game like Forza or Gran Turismo, like even if you were playing on the controller, the drift mechanics would be more, actual real life stuff?
I want to say yes.
Cool. Does it let you use the handbrake as well?
If you have a handbrake, then you can. Otherwise, it's going to be mapped to some button.
Oh, well. Is it weird for you? If you do you have a handbrake?
No, I don't.
No. Is it weird for you to use that instead
wait,
of...
I do have a handbrake, but I don't have it hooked up because it's like a random third-party handbrake that I got, and there actually isn't a mounting point on my little rig, so I'd have to build something. But in that case, it would.
So there's just like a button on your steering wheel.
But I usually don't don't use it. Because, like, depending on what car I'm in, if I was to try to drift it, I would basically take the approach of, like, swinging the car's weight. So, like, if you brake hard and you shift the weight forward, and if it's a rear-wheel drive and you turn, you'd kick out the back end.
Yeah, without having to use the handbrake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair enough.
But, like, with the handbrake, like, you could just turn a bit, like, rip the handbrake, and there you go.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I want to get a setup. That would be fun to stream. You can stream off of your PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'd be able to set it up for, like, I don't know. I don't think we'd be able to set up a dual stream on your PS5, but it would be cool.
Well, PS5, it would work exactly the same. At least, like, with what setup we have here.
Never mind. Like, I was saying that you could, like, you know, access Twitch from your PS5, not like use your computer at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Like, you can just capture, you know, Elgato, just the same as we always do.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe this screen is for those eggs.
Is your PS5 downstairs with your racing setup, I guess? Mm-hmm.
Probably really should just move it up here. Like, all the other stuff is up here.
Oh, yeah? Is it loud? Like, clunky when you use it?
No? Like, you mean the steering wheel?
The steering wheel, the pedals.
No. Mm-mm.
Nice.
If anything, like, there's much more higher-end steering wheels and pedals.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be very interested in trying those. But I think, like, the Logitech one that I have, it gets the job done. And it's, like, decent. But I could tell that the steering wheel isn't... It doesn't feel quite right. Like something is a bit off. Like, compared to, like, a real car. And I think with the super high-end steering wheels, it's very much more direct.
What if you compare it to, like, just a arcade game?
Oh, it's like magnitudes better than that.
Better than that? Okay, cool. Like Need for Speed or something.
Yes.
I mean, Cruising, I meant to say.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I did hear, Logitech released some new steering wheel, and I think it was something like in for Black Friday, and they were supposed to have, like, a good deal on it. It's supposed to actually be, like, a pretty decent wheel. So, like, if you're gonna get one, probably any of, like, the modern Logitech ones, like, the price shouldn't be too insane. And I think they're actually, like, really good.
Let's see what we can see here. Do they have a name, like, with the flight controls and stuff? They call it a HOTAS. It's some abbreviation for something I can't remember, but is there some term for, like, racing setup?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Oh, okay. There we go. Just did Logitech racing wheel. G29, is that what it is?
That might be.
There's also a G920. Let's see. Take me there. Well, it certainly looks nice. Got like that good faux leather wrap, vinyl, whatever it is. Comes with a shifter, or has a shifter.
The shifter, I would say, is the thing that feels the least direct.
Oh.
Like, it could use a little bit of force behind it, because it's like you throw it into gears and you can tell that it's kind of just like pressing buttons inside of there, and there isn't...
Oh, it doesn't feel like it's clunking into place.
Which I know is like kind of... I guess you're being kind of a bit picky, sort of, where you're like...
no,
but like, you know,
I would be upset about that. That's like... It's almost like a essential part of shifting.
Like, if you're going for purely realistic experience, it's like, you know what it feels like to like shift into a particular gear, and that there's like something's happening.
Yeah,
not necessarily there's resistance, but there's like it's like going into a particular gear.
Yeah, you can feel the gears as they engage and such, or fall into place, whatever. Logitech website's being really slow. But let's see, IGN. Logitech G Pro Racing Wheel from October 3rd this month. Whoa, this thing's $1,000.
Really?
For the Pro.
Okay.
So the wheel is $1,000 and the pedals are $350. Jesus.
So that's definitely nice. A different one than what I was.
Yeah, and it's all like metal and rivets and stuff. It looks cool. I mean, not the wheel part, but the fake where the horn would be. Middle part. Whatever you call that shit. But okay, I think maybe we're thinking about the G920. It's $300.
Too high end. Okay, that sounds more accurate.
The wheel and the oh wait, that's confusing. Oh, I see. Yeah, the wheel and the pedals is $300.
That sounds
right. They sell it with the A30, looks like headset, for $429.
Skip the headset.
Yeah, I have a headset. I'm good with that. It's not on sale or anything right now. Interestingly, though, the wheel and pedal only is $300, and the wheel and pedal plus the older model of the headphones is $258.
Oh,
so it's cheaper.
Okay.
With more stuff. But the wheel with the newer A30 headset is $429. That don't make no sense. But whatever. I'm not ready to buy it yet anyway.
Take a look at that company, Fanatic. They make a lot of racing.
Like,
no, it's like fan.
Do you spell
fan
it normally? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Fanatec. Okay. Fanatec wheel. Racing wheels, wheelbases. Holy shit balls. Dude, these are expensive.
Those are really good.
The wheel base, not even the wheel, is $1,200 for some of these, or $1,500. Holy shit. This is sick. One day.
For something like that, like, I think it's like if you built an entire rig that had
like a real deal
giant
rig.
like a giant monitor or multiple monitors, and you basically just have like this racing cockpit.
Yeah, I'm thinking either like a couple curved monitors, or like maybe just get like all ballsed out and just get like one of those like from Linus Tech Tips or something, just a gigantic curved piece of monstrosity.
But almost stuff on like that level is either you are a gigantic fan of racing games, or like you're using this to kind of like augment your racing abilities, and you actually plan to do something, or do something in racing in real life, like either at a novice level or entry level into some kind of series.
Or if you really, really, like racing, want to race, but it's dangerous.
Maybe, but I think like a particular person that likes racing, they wouldn't be necessarily too worried about the danger at that point.
Maybe they're injured or have, like a disability of some physical sort.
Oh,
I mean, I would rather do one of these instead of actually race, because I don't want to die. And like, yeah, if I was behind a real like car with this kind of gear, I'd probably immediately just go into the past. Slam into a wall or something.
That would be interesting.
And it would be.
Like, I'm curious how you would like a proper track day.
How would you do it? What?
Like if you would like to go to like a proper track day, track event.
Oh, if I went to an actual track event? I mean, I would probably not do anything too crazy, because I don't have any experience with that kind of shit other than just driving normal. So I'd be freaked out, but I'd probably have fun. More likely than not, I'd be like, you drive, I'll ride passenger. It'd probably be more fun that way.
We could switch off. Like you could see like how you drive, how I drive.
Okay.
Learn.
All right. Fair enough. It's gonna be like Homer trying to make cereal. I just sit down in the driver's seat and it explodes. What's that do?
Don't press that.
I beat the normal story mode in Need for Speed Heat, so I've been playing it more though. Getting all the upgrades, because you don't nearly have even most of them yet. And I was in a chase with the cops. I was going a straightaway for like over 210 miles an hour for like a good like 30 seconds. Good 30 seconds. It was amazing.
What's the?
I felt like I was going ludicrous speed.
Gone plaid. Need for Speed Unbound? Was there like a new Need for Speed game? I think it might have just come out recently.
That might explain why the other games are so cheap right now. Let's find out. Bound. Okay. Need for realism. Need for Speed Unbound moves away from the street racer fantasy. Released yesterday, well, 2 days ago. Comes with a new cell-faded style.
Cell-shaded.
Completely reworked handling model and physics system. It's still supposed to feel like arcade racing, though, even though it's different from what it used to be. Well, it looks like they're shaking it up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be too much of a shake-up. They're still keeping it, like, not actually real racing, just fun.
Hell's black eggs. Sounds good to me.
How about they're peppery? Yep, the Orville makes me laugh though. It's like, it looks like a paperclip.
Yes.
Or like some Pringles. Or like a weird sandal or something. It's just, every time I look at it, I want to make fun of it in a different way. It's almost like they're like, we can't do nacelles on these things because of, you know, because of Star Trek. But we have to do something. We have to do something completely different, and it's gonna be ridiculous.
What made you start watching it?
Danny had seen it, and she said that because she's a big Star Trek fan, and she had said that I would like it, and so we started watching it.
Perfect.
We were just looking for something to watch.
We're gonna complete it.
Hooray! You did it! All right.
Platinum.
At least this music is like finished sounding.
Is the new town music?
Mm-hmm. There's like more than 2 instruments happening. You got the lows, you got the mids, you got the highs. Fire Cavern music was like a skeleton of a song. Yeah, you even got that muted the trumpet. know it's a good song when they use the old whistle. Someone's really exploring the voices on their keyboard. Again. Thing I find amusing about the remake Final Fantasy VII is that some of the characters, the voices of them sound very close to the parody of the Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged.
Oh, really?
And that came first. Yeah, Like Reno, especially, he sounds very, very close to the comedy voice that they're doing. And also Aerith sounds kind. I mean, it obviously, in Machine Abridged they're turned up because it's comedy. But I think both Reno and Aerith, and sometimes even Cloud, when he's not being shrill, sounds like the remake version of him too. So just kind of funny to me.
Do you play it pretty regularly?
I haven't been playing it regularly, no, but I started playing it again recently, and it's like I'll play it a little bit every day. I'll play it again today after we're done here.
Oh,
I usually I'm pretty much cycling between God of War and Need for Speed and Final Fantasy VII right now. Get my ass kicked in God of War enough.
Switch to the other one.
I've had it. It just recently opened up the game to the point where I can be like, okay, these enemies are too tough for me. I'll come back later when I have some more levels or gear or something. But for the first I don't know, a few hours of the game, you're on rails. You can't do anything but go forward, and some of those fights I was stuck on for days. Just because you're under leveled and you're on the hardest difficulty, it's very close to like RPGs. If you're even if it's not on hard mode, it's kind of harder because you're under leveled and you don't have anything. And yeah, all that.
So in Final Fantasy, you'll be able to switch to harder difficulties later.
I know that. Yeah, I chose the hardest I could at the time, and yeah, it looked like there was a grayed out like harder mode if you beat the game first. Yeah, so I'll be doing that. But so far, it's pretty easy. The first time around, I've only died a couple times, and it's just because I wasn't using any strategy whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not bad. What I would say, like, what gets challenging is like once you're on the hardest difficulty and you have to fight the kind of like the bosses in that simulator room. Like those can get annoying.
That's what it seemed like. I could tell that once I was in that simulator, I'm like, oh, this is where it's going to get like really, really tough end game stuff. This is our monster arena. And so you say there'll be a point in the game where you can like warp to any area you wish to, so that you can grind or do quests or whatever.
Yes. So once you beat the game, you should be able to do that.
Oh, okay. It's not a thing that happens before you're like near the end. But okay, that makes sense.
That's trying to remember. At the end, can you get around easily? I don't think so, because I know, like, once you beat the end, then you can skip around chapters, so you can jump to a particular chapter, like, if you want to complete something or get, like, a particular achievement, you could just go to that chapter and just pick up there.
So they're not, like, in the plot of the, or, you know, like, in canon or whatever, you know, you're, like, going back to the town from before and doing some stuff before you go beat the boss or whatever. You're just like skipping in the story, skipping around.
Well, if you select that particular chapter, it'll act as if like that's the part of the game where you're at.
Right. So they're just like, fuck it, we're not gonna even like. It doesn't matter. Which is fine for this type of game, I would say. It makes the story more. It makes the story less confusing, I guess, and more concise. Because obviously that's not how it usually works in standard RPGs. You are able to just have the world open to you. You get your airship or whatever, and you can just do all the stuff that you need to do before you go beat the boss and beat the game. Oh. God of War is fun though, with the back and forths between Kratos and the kid. He's always like really grumpy with him and like just talking in like one word things. It's like, boy, come over here. Calls him boy more than he calls him his name. Boy. At a certain point, he starts to, his name is Atreus. Starts to get annoyed with him and starts lipping off. But he's cool. He gets some. He has a bow and arrow, and he starts to learn like magic, and his bow gets infused with light elf arrows, so he can like shoot these things to make light bridges appear and such. I'm sure he'll get other abilities later. But light arrows is all I have so far. You unlock more assist skills with him, like he'll get up behind an enemy and use his bow to like choke him out, so you can, lay some hits on him too. So so far it's not like a annoying escort mission or anything like that. because he is actually useful.
Oh, jeez.
Ah! Jesus.
This is your favorite music.
Yep. Kill it.
Oh, so this we still can't.
You meet the world serpent. It's pretty sweet.
Hmm.
Thankfully, you don't have to fight him. Because he's a big motherfucker. Oh, cool. But all the mythology, god stuff, the Romans and the Norse stuff it's all pretty fun to just be like in that world, beating up gods. I haven't done any of that in this game, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
How many hours are you into it?
How many hours I've played and versus how many hours, you know, of like
versus
plot I'm into
death.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be different. I would say if I was on easy mode and I got to the point that I'm at, or like normal mode or whatever, you know, a normal playthrough to the point that I'm at would be a good 3 hours.
Okay.
Maybe. Something like that. Maybe a little more. Oops. But this game does seem like it's got some length to it because like I haven't really uncovered much more plot so far. Like I said, the gods who I'm apparently gonna anger haven't been angered yet.
Maybe mildly annoyed.
And like Atreus hasn't been like, I feel like he's gonna start bugging Kratos about like, you're not telling me everything here. Prior to that, like, before he just gets told, and that hasn't started to happen yet either. Because I mean that's just how plots usually go, you know. Tension builds and then it resolves. And the world of the game just recently opened up to like the more exploratory sandboxy type stuff.
Oh jeez. And you worm.
So maybe I'm like a fifth or a fourth of the way through the game, of the game's content, I guess.
Still
plot content.
Very decent amount to go.
Yeah. Like I don't even have a second weapon yet, and I think there's several. I just have the axe, and Kratos's signature weapon is those chain knife things. I don't even have that yet. Shit, my stats level is still like on the. I'm not even level 3 yet. I'm still as you increase your inventory or your equipment, that is, that's what indicates what level you're at. So it's like a bar that you build. So I'm halfway through level 2, pretty much. I just have a couple more powerful equipment pieces to add before I'm at level 3. I don't know what the level cap is, but I assume it's way more than 3. Oh, it's kind of similar to The Witcher, where most of the enemies are you know, from some sort of mythology, like based on the Norse stuff. Like, I know that Draugrs and stuff are from the North, like a minion, like a demon type thing that you have to fight, and that's a thing from Norse mythology. They're not a god or anything, but they're
cool.
You know, things to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Here we go. Suck ice, bitch.
Ugh. You're just on fire.
Hmm?
That's...
Oh shit. I didn't realize that Crisis Core is coming out so soon.
Yeah.
10 days. Oh, 9 days. When was it announced?
That's a good question.
I mean, that's kind of sudden. It feels like I didn't even know it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a thing from the game. The word reunion.
Oh.
You can do it. I want to get a Steam Deck.
Deck.
Yeah, Steam Deck would be nice. Okay, finally. It's spooky in here. Ho ho ho.
Why is there no save point?
There he was.
Oh, jeez. welcome.
All right.
Is this it?
Bum, 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 bum. It's so good. It's starting. What's your next step with the Mercedes issue?
Oh, gotta mail that part in. Hopefully they can fix it. But until then, the car will just sit. Hopefully not too bad. Like, if they can fix it, then it's just a couple $100. If they can't, then it's like you have to buy a new one, and then that costs like $1,000 or $2,000, and then it has to be programmed for your car, so it makes it much more of a pain in the ass. But that remains to be seen. Hopefully, I can get it sent out next week. I'm hoping by like tomorrow or Tuesday.
Excellent.
And then maybe like 3 days for it to get there, 3-4 days, then another 3-4 days turnaround time, or like 2-3 days from what they said. We'll see.
Indeed. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's definitely out of the blue. But
unfortunate.
I think that's it for this stream. We're almost done.
Okay.
I think.
It seems like we're coming to the end. I think it said it was only 30 main quest chapters or whatever.
Yeah, so we're on like 28.
Hopefully we near the end. All right. Well, I'll see you next time then. Huh?
See ya.
Thanks for joining.